What's up, guys? So let's do a video of me paddling. Right, I got a little bit of footage of me, and I'll tell you what I see about myself. All right. Um, okay, I just probably talking to Voon or talking to someone, and it's moving. It's all right. I'm somewhat satisfied about how I paddle. I guess of course I would always like to get better. Like to move a little bit better now. My left side is my strong side. It's always been my strong side. I'm very dominant on the left. But the problem with that is that sometimes it's really hard to correct. So over here, I don't know what it is, but I'm not liking how my rotation is not as great as I thought. In my mind, I feel like I'm rotating a lot more than what I'm seeing. So this is how I need you all to take advantage of film, right? How how you think you're moving versus what you see in reality, and then you got to try and make those adjustments, yeah, and get things to line up, right? So over here, right, watch how I don't know what it is. Maybe because I'm talking to you guys, I'm kind of facing you all, but let's see. This is my max range, and I think it's just a little bit too square. Right, it's a little too square. I would like to be a little bit more positive. I mean, this is acceptable, but I'm not even buried yet. Yeah. So ideally, I kind of like to be here, and I would like my paddle to kind of be here, right there. That's almost a good 15 degrees, I would say. Right, 15 degrees further, and in order to get there, I gotta get my top shoulder back. Right, I gotta get my top shoulder back, and drop my outside shoulder down and forward. I'm happy with my hinge. It's okay. In outrigger, it's a little bit different from dragon boating. You don't have to hinge as much. So in terms of hinge, this is acceptable by outrigger standards. Right, but something that I will be a lot more cognizant about is to make sure that my top shoulder comes back a little bit more, my outside shoulder comes forward. All right. So anyway, at the catch, this is what's happening within my body. All right, my bottom hand, I'm applying downward pressure. Right, I'm going down. My top hand going down. Outside shoulder going down, inside hip, right, coming forward, definitely coming forward, and my top shoulder comes forward, right? So my top shoulder comes forward while my top hand goes down at the same time. All right, so let's watch my follow through. All right, my follow through is fine, my follow through is all right, but I kind of need to take a little bit more time in the air to extend my shoulders and increase my range of motion a little bit more. All right, so watch my top shoulder, boom, it comes forward. I like that part, yeah. And I feel like I'm actually moving a lot better on my right side. I'm happy with my rotation. See, like over here, right? I don't know what it is, but I'm paddling. I look a lot better on my offside than I do on my strong side, which tends to be the case, after when you paddle for a long time, I guess. Right. So this is a nice angle, right? My outside shoulder is here. My top shoulder is stacked above and behind my outside shoulder. So I'm pretty happy with my right side. My weaker side, yeah. My hips are open. I'm kind of facing you guys, facing the dragon boat. Right, got a nice hinge, acceptable hinge by outrigger standards, and right. So at this point in time, right, my bottom hand goes down, top hand goes down, outside shoulder goes down. inside hip comes forward, top shoulder forward, and of course my foot, right, for outrigger is the outside foot. I'm pressing forward, and off I go, right? So I really like how I'm moving on my right side, right? Watch how my top shoulder comes forward, my top hand presses down, nice rotation. All right. So I'm satisfied with my right side. Of course, I can always make improvements, right? It's always at the catch. But for me, I don't like, I'm a little bit unhappy about my range of motion on the left side. Maybe I just wasn't really, I don't know, a little sad. So, right, I would like to, right, at this point in time, I start to pull back a little bit too soon, and that's usually the case when you're paddling on the strong side, and you get a little bit too comfortable and too familiar, right? So at this point in time, I should still be coming forward, right? I really should still be coming forward, but I just start to come down a little too soon. I need to keep my armpit open a little longer. Outside shoulder extends forward, top shoulder comes back a little bit. So the next time I paddle, I want, that's what I'm gonna be working on. Okay, so that's me. Other than that, freaking nice boat. This is my buddy's boat, and let's just watch myself moving in real time. Right, as you can see, it's my lower body that's moving forward. Right, and I don't know if you guys remember, I mentioned that after a while my top shoulder, my top right trap area starts to get a little bit sore, and I can kind of see why, because I'm rushing a little bit with my top shoulder, so it just kind of gets a little bit too tense. Right, so what has to happen is that I have to increase my range of motion, be a little bit more patient, set the outside shoulder down, and then just follow through. Right now, my right shoulder, my right trap area is just doing a little bit too much work. Whereas on my right side, right, I feel a little bit more, looks more at ease, looks a lot more, just not stressing out. Okay. Right, so this looks good. This is a nice picture of my offside. Right, nice hinge forward. Right, my weight is on top of the blade. Boom, and I'm ready to go. Okay, so I have a lot of I've got things to work on too on my left side. All right, guys. Hey, see you guys soon. Bye.